Hey, Crime Stoppers, it's Pete from Santa Fe. Sorry, I'm a little new to this, so I'm still plugging in my headset. But today I want to go over a couple changes for the sales team regarding SumoQuote in general, what the dashboard is going to look like for your projects, and then also Natural Shadow, and then also, I just switched to headset, so sorry about that. And then also roof repairs. So let's just get into it. I'll try and be efficient with my time. So now when you come into SumoQuote into your projects, you're going to get these little green buttons that's going to tell you the status of your projects. And so it's just kind of a quick view to kind of see what's open, what's closed. It'll say one if it's a signed contract and it's ongoing. It'll also show a revenue here for the project, which is kind of cool to see. If you have a bunch of open projects and you want to get rid of them, just go to the open drop down and just type lost if it's gone for whatever reason, doesn't really matter. And then if it was never really off the ground and you want to delete it, you can delete it from there as well. Also, a little bit different now. If you want to dive into the details of the project, you just hover over the name of the homeowner and you can just click on it, and then it'll take you to more of the details. So it's got the first and last name, doesn't have phone or email address yet. It's got the address. It's got me. I'm the assigned to this one, and then it's got a 0 revenue because it didn't sell. And then over on the right here is the integration settings. So you can see this is the company cam logo. So if it's got a little check mark, that just means it's probably some pictures that you pulled in from company cam. You can also go back there after the fact and pull additional pictures from company cam, etc. And then down here you can see open for editing, view report, and then manually sign, which you can do in there. Let's see what this is, not sure. Oh yeah, if you want to make a duplicate of that report, you can do it here. And again, it's another opportunity to delete it if it's just something that was never run or however you want to do that. And then down the bottom here, you can create a new report if you just want to start fresh with this customer. So just a little bit different on how it's laid out. You can see open, status. There's a filters page here, so it'll be set to you automatically. You can sort by when it was created. So if it was something from yesterday, last 24, or last week, or last month, or older than 30 days. So that'll help you sort through them a little faster. And then if you want to just sort through the open ones or the one ones, thank you very much. It's a good way, especially with your clients that are run, if you want to do last 30 days and kind of see what you did for the month last month. Looks like I did horrible. So just a little bit different layout. They changed it in preparation for some new features that they're going to be rolling out that we hope to see here soon. Okay, so that's that. Let's go to Natural Shadow. Natural Shadow is replacing the IKO layout, and so we're going to get a lot of the same benefits or better, I think, than the IKO, which I wasn't a big fan of. We'll keep it in the GAF house with the Natural Shadow, which is kind of cool. And then also great value at 600 a square. If anybody's selling below that at our level, I think that would be crazy. Anyway, so I'll pull it open so you can kind of see how it looks. It's going to look very familiar. This will be your customer's house on the front page, not my image that I dropped in there. It's got the same intro page. It's got the testimonials, which is awesome. The inspection page. Get used to writing notes next to these pictures. If you took a picture of a leak or some mold or some issues that are relevant to the production team, and then also you want to highlight that for the homeowner in the contract. I think that's a great added value. The Timberline natural shadow, I just have a cover page in here. The Donovan's supposed to be bringing in some brochures, but we've yet to see them. So just be aware. It's going to look, fairly similar. It's an architectural shingle from GAF. It's going to look stylistically very much like the HDZ. We're just going to install it a little different to get that price down for those customers that are looking for a more value option. Colors available: charcoal, slate, weathered wood, and barkwood. So check for any changes in that, but that's what we're currently doing. And then it's got a 10-year stain guard protection. It's got the regular stain guard instead of the stain guard plus. So that means it's a 10-year stain guard. It's got the Duragrip sealant and everything. Hold down here. Out of that mode. And then as we scroll down here, here's your natural shadow. So the differences here that you'll find over the HDZ and the other GAF is very similar to what we were doing with IKO. So it's the Timberline natural shadow. It's going to do a roof tear off. It's going to have a starter shingle of some sort. The hip and ridge shingles will be GAF to match the color and style. Starter ship maybe not so much. The synthetic will not be Tiger Paw. It'll be some other less expensive one to keep the costs at bay. Attic ventilation will be box vented, no ridge vent with the $600 price tag on that. So they will add additional vents if necessary to bring it up to code. We got 26 gauge metal valleys and gable and eave flashing. We'll replace the kitchen and bath vents, plumbing boots. We'll redo the chimney flashing that's still included, redo the skylight flashing for existing skylights, that's all included. So pretty good value there. And again, the biggest differences are going to be kind of in the warranty and just kind of how long it's expected to last, sort of thing. So again, you'll get the 10-year stain guards. It got an A+ fire resistant. It will get a 5-year workmanship warranty and GAF's limited lifetime warranty. We're trying to get details from Donovan on exactly what that means, but what we believe is that the warranty will cover material defects 100% for 10 years, and then it'll probably prorate out after that. So check with Chemo and Freddie in your meetings to see what that's involved. It does not have the layer lock system of the HDZ, so it's going to have just a 4 nail, maybe 6, but probably 4, but it's not going to have the layer lock. So we're going to rate it at 110 mile an hour, which is more than adequate really for the Northwest. So again, good value there. So on a 15 square project, you're going to be $9,200 before taxes at cost on this with 0 extras. So really good value. If this was, don't have my calculator on me right now, but you'd add about 120 a square for HDZ at 15 squares. So this is going to be at least $1,500 more for HDZ. So showing a good value there. So it's the natural shadow. I left the optional upgrades on there. Again, delete these if you're not using them, but see if you can sell them some gutters or some Valor along the way. I think that's a good idea for any time you can. So it's got all the information for Valor and gutters, terms and conditions and everything. So everything else should be the same. Sorry, that was kind of a mouthful. I'm trying to be efficient with my time. So with that said, let's go over to roof repairs. So roof repairs will require a little bit of massaging, just as you're talking with the customers. Run a couple of these and kind of see how it looks. Again, the front page will be your picture of their house. The introduction page really spells out a lot of what the customer needs to know. Again, in the information here, it's saying that you guys, our sales guys, professionals, will be doing a professional inspection, looking at the attic, the condition of the roof, how old the roof is, all those things that go into, how successful a repair will be. And then as you start adding up the repairs and talk about the condition with the customer, that's when it may be a good idea to start looking at a roof replacement, depending on the condition and everything. So these are pretty easy to flip if it is an older roof. I put in there for roofs older than 10 years old, and repairs are good for roofs that are in otherwise good condition. For roofs less than 10 years old and out of warranty, and the roof may be too old and costly to repair. So you guys can say that however you'd like to say that, but that's good. And then aesthetics. So when we replace or patch an older roof, the chances of the shingles in the vents and the valley flashing or chimney flashing matching the existing stuff that's up there is highly unlikely. So it'll say that in here. So sourcing the same brand, color, and style of shingle may be difficult, and then with the UV fade, wear and tear will make the repair section look obviously different than the existing roof section. So if it's a big ugly spot on the front of the roof, that might be one of those deal breakers for the homeowner, to either replace that entire facet or replace the entire roof. And then a little note in here on project changes. So as the guys start doing the repair work, if they find any additional damage, water damage, mold, mildew, and maybe need a little bit more time and materials, that's not included in this agreement. And then those will be consulted with the homeowner, but will be an additional add-on at the end. And then let's see, so let's scroll through that. The inspection page, super important to sync with Company Cam and get these images in there and annotate these. So make sure you put good notes in the areas that are getting repaired, and even take some pictures of stuff that's not going to get repaired, especially if you think it's kind of dicey but the homeowner decides not to do it. Definitely document as much of this as you can. And then valleys, just be aware, like if on the left here, if that's one facet and it's tied in with a valley here, when they rip that valley out, which they'll need to, of course, they're going to have to rip out the shingles on the other side here. So when you're looking at what's an entire facet, just think of a ridge that's boxed in on either side with rake edges and eave edges. And if we can do that successfully as one piece, we can actually warranty that particular facet, which is not available with the roof repairs. So we can't, if we fix this, we're not going to be offering a warranty on that. We'll do our best job, but we can't predict if the upper part of that is leaking into that, if that's not replaced, and we're tying into an existing system. So no warranties on partial repairs. And then the quote details page, again, real important. So we'll talk about scope of work here in a second, but customer understands removal. So this is a lot of the language from the intro letter on the front half there. So it's just reiterating that again. So it's in two places. And so this is, when repairs are going to be successful, sort of thing. And then the disclaimer about roof materials. No warranty is included, which it says so right there. This I added actually. It's not in there by default. So it says the warranty is not there unless otherwise specified. So you can add a 1-year warranty if you're replacing the entire facet, but it's not standard part of that. So the way you get that is just type in roof repair when you're adding a a new product, and it will show you how to walk through that. And then the scope of work is really where you're going to type in exactly what the project entails. So make sure you document as much as you can here. If you're not used to it, when you go into the quote details, you can edit any of these line items just by typing over them, adding, deleting, copy, pasting, sort of thing. So, just type in as much information as you can here. And then also here, you're going to add the price yourself, sort of thing. So if it's a $2,600 job, then just quantity 1, 2,600 sort of thing. I'll come back to that here in a second. I'll show you what that looks like elsewhere. And then on the authorization page, which has the optional upgrades, I just put the platinum package on there as an optional upgrade. So if the part of the roof is leaking, it's probably a good chance that the rest of the roof kind of looks kind of crappy and could use like a roof cleaning and moss treatment and things like that. So $750 will cover you up to probably about 10 to 15 squares. Check with Freddie on that. It's usually about $40 a square for roof cleaning that we can do. It's part of a service while we're already out there. We're still not doing the one-off roof cleanings as of yet, sort of thing. So I'll go into the quote details here where you can kind of see. So this is the scope of work that I typed up here. Again, I just put quantity 1, 2,600. And then it's got the disclaimer in there, so you shouldn't have to worry about any of that stuff. If you need to add stuff moving forward, we'll do that. Your $200 admin fee is in there. They can finance. Check out the minimums with Salal, and definitely try and capture any credit card fees and stuff like that, and have that as part of the thing. So again, the roof warranty will not be in there. So if you just delete that, which I did, add item. Roof warranty, it's just under warranty. That's the best way to get there. Anyway, roof warranty, 1 year, repair warranty. Cool. And then it says right in there, roof warranty, 1 year, labor materials warranty applies when replacing roof or an area that is continuous and separated by ridges. Get rid of the valleys off of that. And the warranty does not apply for partial repairs. So it might be a good idea to type in here which, if you're doing a whole facet on one area but not the other areas, or just leave it off if it's a little mixed up. That's pretty much it. Again, you can drag and drop these things so they're situated in kind of an order that makes sense for the customer when they go to read it. Should be pretty simple, but just get used to the repairs, get used to taking a lot of pictures, get used to annotating with circles and arrows and notes on the pictures. Definitely add as much information as you can under the scope of work section here, and then you can talk to the sales team and Freddie about minimums and what we're doing and what we're not. As of now, I believe we're just doing the asphalt shingle repairs, which is what this layout's all about. Anyway, I've yacked enough, I think. Check with your sales team for more information. If you want to contact me directly, you can, but your sales team is going to be your best resource for you guys. All right, thanks you guys. Signing off here. Ciao for now. Go sell something.